In Africa, on the off chance that you're in the southern piece of the mainland, you'll associate with rich vegetation. Rainforests and wildernesses are very normal. In the northern piece of the African landmass, in any case, you have something else entirely, an environment. A region that has been desolated and become deserts. These distinctions are tremendous. So tremendous, truth be told, that the Sahara Desert in northern Africa is huge to such an extent that it can swallow Spain 18 times over. That is huge. This is enormous to the point that it covers 1/3 of the whole African landmass. The desert likewise incorporates an enormous measure of sand hills that cover around 15% of the Sahara Desert. Other geological elements incorporate mountains, levels, sand and rock-covered fields, salt pads, and that's just the beginning. As indicated by researchers, this monstrous desert wasn't really a desert millennia prior, yet rather it was a gigantic rainforest. What happened that compelled it change so definitely? The solution to this question takes us a few thousand years back. But before that, feel redeemed to subscribe this channel to get more information about this world and this life we live. Also, hit the bell button to take daily notifications from Here Facts. One of the primary reasons said to have transformed the Sahara into Sahara Desert was logging tasks in the district that after some time deforested the area. Like logging activities continuing right now in and close to the Amazon rainforest. The issue with logging activities is that they not just eliminate plants, species, attempts, and natural assortment, yet it additionally plainly obliterates biodiversity inside locales. The impression of people, machines, synthetic substances, and disturbance of regular environments, for example, soil and development designs in that district, can cause more harm than we understand. Another explanation that the Sahara turned into a desert was on the grounds that ranchers in the space were overgrazing grasses in locales with dairy cattle. This caused less dampness in districts over the long haul, essentially on the grounds that the natural life that holds dampness in this locale was being eaten up by creatures. These roaming people in this locale might have involved fire as a technique to be a land the executive's device, which might have exacerbated the speed of things occurring in the district. Think about what else they found in the Sahara Desert. In all honesty, they uncovered a great deal of fascinating relics, bones and more inside this district. They really uncovered whale bones that are dared to be a long period of time old. It's intriguing how creatures with regards to the district advanced. They were land-well-evolved creatures that became oceanic as they moved into the water, and as the water decreased and the desert became to shape, they could never again support that way of life in the water. How the Sahara Desert is associated with the lost city of Atlantis. In all honesty, there is an association between the Sahara Desert and the lost city of Atlantis. This takes us to what is known as the Eye of the Sahara, which addresses straightforwardly an enchantment bullseye. Investigate what the Eye of the Sahara seems to be here. Wouldn't you say that this seems to be a straight thing out of an Indiana Jones film? The Eye of the Sahara is otherwise called the Gelb Emergency Room Rickhat. This old archaeological stamping in the Sahara Desert addresses a huge bullseye. This stretches across a 40 kilometers district of the desert. For a really long time, just barely any neighborhood clans had some awareness of the development. It was first captured in the 1960s by the Gemini space travelers. They involved it as a milestone to follow the advancement of their arrival successions. Afterward, another satellite took pictures of it and given data on its size, level, and degree. It was felt that the Eye of the Sahara was made from an effect from something ramming into the outer layer of the Earth from space. Nonetheless, when the investigations from the stone inside the construction returned, they figured out that this geologic arch is really Earth-based. The stones are supposed to be 100 million years of age. They have estimated a ton by the layers in the stone, and it contains various kinds of stones. There is one more clarification for the Eye of the Sahara. The quest for Atlantis has been on for quite a while. Something that totally disappeared from society. Many individuals have looked through the sea and accept it was canvassed in water. The mountains, streams, and different situations in the area in light of archaic exploration really do appear to agree with the old city of Atlantis. Moreover, it likewise lines up with the date that the city of Atlantis had affirmed to have vanished. Assuming you take a gander at the Eye of the Sahara, there are numerous baffling connections that apply to it. Fascinating dirt stoneware was found in the locale too. These articles were not utilized by the Egyptians living by the Nile. This was dirt that was utilized in another culture close by. We will be aware of getting you more informations about these lost civilizations for the next videos if you subscribe our channel.